I slept in. I was not ready. The stream is starting. I'm good. Oh no. This game's on a weird screen thing. There came my little kitty fuzz cat. Alrighty. The last The Return of Freddy's. Return of Freddy's 4. Last released, full release of The Return of Freddy's. High volcanics. When this game contains flashing lights, loud noises, yada yada yada. I'll make the thing show up in a sec. So, this game does the annoying thing where it's full screen, but it doesn't fit the screen. These guys look kinda cool. Okay. That's literally the FNaF 1 music. Alright, how can I make this... How can I get this out of full screen? Alright, good. So now I can actually make it fit the screen with its terrible aspect ratio. Didn't the previous games not have this issue? Hang on, I gotta try and get this centered. There we go. I could have sworn I didn't have... Oh, god damn it. What have I done? Oh, this is always... Trying to get this thing to start's always the most difficult part. Here we go. The Return of Freddy's 4. I've played the first 3. Why not move the game all the way to the right? Because it looks bad. I've done it before. So I played the first 3. They were mid. They weren't terrible. Like, everyone says they were absolutely awful. They weren't that bad. They're just kind of mid. So this one I'm expecting is going to be the exact same. I wouldn't expect this one to get a big quality boost. Didn't know it was 16 by 9. It's not 16 by 9. It just, this is stretched. Came back, reviving what's left. About 15 years ago, the last ever pizzeria was demolished due to an incident with the world's first ever animatronic killing 6 young children. Discovery of a child's body inside of the suit. Government is trying to make the animatronics legal again to give them a last shot. The animatronic is called Freddy Fun. Oh, whoa, look at all the dev notes. Mirai is actually entertainer, or should I say the insane jester. He has something to do with the death of a mystery child. Honestly, I've never made a game so disturbing with such a depressing dark backstory in my life. I bet reading all of those will be interesting. Oh yeah, ... Wait for the thing to load. The FNaF 3 used the phone call sound. Good to know they're still reusing assets.
Hey Blake. Hey.
Oh, we're playing as Blake again.
It's been a while. 15 years ago with the incident with the children and the body inside of Frankfurt, we had no choice but to shut down. Now they gave us one last shot at this. We need to bring it back, not just for us, but for the children to at least have a place of happiness. And yet again, this place is a dump. This is the last location we have, Blake. We need to accomplish this. Oh, By the way,
Right.
we're going back to Frankfurt to see what we can find and bring it back here. We already brought back Frank and repaired him
Okay.
a bit. He still looks like a wreck, but at least we got him to look a little bit better. Hey, by the way, if any of the animatronics tend to get in your office,
there's one.
there's a lever on your right. Pull the lever and it'll let out a beam and hot
There's
steam.
lockjaw.
It should fry
Yep.
the circuits and cause it to reboot their animatronic systems.
My mouse has stopped working.
Anyways, I'll talk to you soon to keep you updated and see what we can find.
The cursor is no longer moving. Oh, I think my mouse broke. Okay. So I've unplugged it and replugged it. It's still not working, but the touchpad, the laptop touchpad works. So I guess I'm playing this on touchpad. Which means if I want to use my touchpad, I need to move Mangle out of the way. This Mangle was sitting on my laptop. Alright. Touchpad gaming. I'm not holding my laptop up to the camera to see, because that would involve, you know, picking up my laptop. Oh, this is gonna be... I'm gonna have to... When I die, I'm gonna have to see if I can find a replacement mouse. Yeah, I do vaguely remember this one. I've actually seen a little bit of this, but it was a while back. I'm a little... Yeah, I remember the visuals. There's a bit of an element of nostalgia in this one for me. When they get here, just hold this lever down, I think the dude said. Does that even matter? Oh, it does. Yep, okay. I was wondering if it was only for the cameras. Kind of a cool design. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. That dude didn't even look like he was coming in. I think that was Lockjaw, right? Are you coming in? No? Alright, cool. You're over there. I hear footsteps. By the way, I saw this morning that Fusion Z Gamer played Five Nights at Freddy's Plus Restored, and he apparently enjoyed it. Good on him. I didn't. I wish I had the ability to enjoy things a little bit better. Oh man, I'm gonna be hearing this sound a lot, aren't I? I don't want to use the cameras because I'm using a laptop touchpad right now. So it's a little inconvenient to move around. So I'm hoping the cameras aren't going to be too necessary right now. I definitely do like the visuals of this one. The visuals of the third game was pretty good too. Yeah. Alright. So did the dude lie? I'll see if I can find a mouse. Giving me a death minigame. My keyboard doesn't work either. Okay. Wait, are my headphones? Wait, are you hearing me speak? Yeah, well, OBS is saying it's getting me speak. It feels like everything plugged into my computer isn't working, and replugging it isn't working. Have you ever actually screamed from a jump scare in any FNaF type game? No. I'm not that type of person. Oh wait, maybe. Wait, yeah, wait, a while back. Okay, there we go. Yes, because, I had a friend come over, and he let me play FNaF VR. That freaked me the hell out. Like, I'm fine playing it in flat mode, but playing that game in actually in VR is absolutely terrifying. I was definitely verbal. But I do believe that is the only time. And even then, I didn't really scream at the jump scare, I was just a bit verbally panicky. Wonder why both my keyboard and mouse disconnected. And then didn't reconnect when I replugged it in. I mean, it's fine now, but it wasn't before. Good.
Hey, Blake. Hey. It's been a while. 15...
Down to meet you. I will say, after seeing Fusion play Fight Freddy's Plus Reborn, oh sorry, Restored, it's definitely made me appreciate the voice acting in this game so much more. The voice acting in FNaF Plus Reborn is... So I keep saying Reborn, Restored. In FNaF Plus Restored was just so atrocious that I think it's making me appreciate literally anything else. Okay. These hitboxes get a little quirky. What can I say? How do you, like, mess that up? Like... What the... How did you make the How do you make the hitbox even do that? Like, if I was moving my mouse left and right outside of the range of the hitbox, I'd understand, right? Like, if I was doing this, but just holding it here, that's so weird. Oh, music to my ears. I love hearing the same sound effect in FNaF games. So you can go back on my laptop screen. There we go. So I'm assuming I was either... So for the one that came into my office and killed me last round, I assume one of two things. One, I was too slow. Two, I used the locker instead of the gas. I'm actually thinking it's the latter. Because from the little I remember from this game, I remember people using the locker a lot. It was something memorable for me. I have a feeling that you use the locker for that character. And I think they didn't explain it over the phone because they didn't... I mean, maybe they thought it was intuitive. They didn't even bother. That would be my guess. Yeah, so you use a locker. Man, this noise is gonna drive me nuts. You guys like the sound of the same beeping over and over? I sure hope so. Because it seems like this is gonna be my next 2 hours. I could just not when it's already at max. Just for my own sanity's sake. I don't know, it breaks the rhythm. I like the rhythm. Literally Stockholm Syndrome. Literally Stockholm Syndrome. I enjoy the rhythm of the beeping. I'm suspicious of any footstep sounds I hear. Becoming Queens in Mario Kart, that's pretty cool. Oh, you're the okay. Were you not the locker character? I guess not. By the way, it's taking me a while to get my next video out. I've been trying to do videos, but it's been taking a while. The reason why is because the video I've been doing is really difficult to edit. Like, I'm having a lot of troubles trying to edit it in a way that makes me satisfied with it. And the other reason is because I'm also developing my my game on the side as well. So I'm not dedicating all my time to it. I've made some 3D models for my game, by the way. So that poll a while back, that where I asked, hey, do you want to see me play The Return of Freddy's, or did you want to see me, I don't know, make 3D models for my game? Since people said The Return of Freddy's, I'm playing The Return of Freddy's now, and I did the models in my own time. I should have something to show at some point. It's taking a while, a lot longer than I hoped it would, but I think I'm getting there. Man. I wonder, can I just... Oh, no, not really. I was wondering if I could look to the right and then hit the lever, but if I look to the right, then the lever's so far to the left that it just turns me anyways, so... I'm not. Sounds like a good schedule. Like, in the lore of this game, pizzerias entirely got banned. Like, not even just ones with animatronics. Like, every pizzeria is no longer allowed to exist until this game happened. Then they're bringing it back. I know the story of this, the Return of Freddy's is really weird. I'm a little bit interested in it. Not gonna lie. But I just don't want to play the games enough to figure it out. Because although they're not bad, they're not that good. Like, at times like this, most YouTubers or streamers or whatever will know what to say. They'll have things to talk about, and they'll make this this section of just sitting here doing nothing, and it'll make it interesting and engaging. Then you have me. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how YouTubers make everything so enjoyable to watch. And again, I suppose it's easier for YouTubers than streamers. But again, I don't know how streamers do it. Because YouTubers can just edit stuff like this out. You only got to night 3. Does this one get hard? I'm worried if this one gets hard. Because the previous one was really hard. Actually, I'm pretty sure I didn't beat either of the previous 2. I only made it to night 5 in both. Because I didn't really understand the mechanics. Either that or they were bugged. I don't know. They were I either kept dying because it was bugged, or I kept dying because I didn't understand anything. Okay. When in doubt, don't touch anything. Because you don't know what will trigger the jump scare. You don't know what will trigger the final game over part of the jump scare. Yeah, when someone walks by, you hold the lever to the right. Well, at least I thought that's what you do. I mean, I was supposed to die in a big when I just did that, so... Who knows? Because although the jump scare is bugged, the fact the jump scare played at all means I probably did something wrong. And all that happened was the dude was walking by. So... And I did hit the lever in time too. They didn't make it to the other side. They were still there when I hit the lever. So it's not like it was a timing thing. Is this game really hard to see? Like, is it really dark on video? Or is it just my phone brightness? Oh, this sure was one of the games of all time. I think I figured it out. I think what's supposed to happen is some characters you need to use the gas for, others you need to use the locker for. But unfortunately, I don't know who any of the characters are. So, like earlier, a cat animatronic ran by, and they actually appear on your desk, so you gotta hide in the locker. But if one of them... Yeah, so I think there's 2 cat animatronics. And I don't know the difference between the 2 of them. You can say it gets interesting at night too. Oh no. Oh hey child. I think I just murdered an innocent child. I'm pretty sure. Alright, night 2. Let's see how much worse this game gets.
Hello there.
Hi.
I'm the new guy here.
Hi.
Hey, we found some old records about Frankfurt's Pizza history.
Alright.
Well, I guess there's more to learn about information about this place. Apparently, I was looking through the files and
Give us the
found
information.
that they didn't just have 2 yellow suits.
Yellow
but
suits?
3. We don't exactly know what the 3rd one is yet.
Third one, you
we'll
don't know
keep
that.
searching. It may take some time, however. Oh, I would hide in the locker behind you if it ever if he or they ever stop by.
Right.
They're not so friendly. But in the meantime, here are some old records. I'll play for you at least to give you some company. Oh, by the way, the locker should work on most of them.
Oh.
As long as you don't hesitate or make noise, you'll be fine.
Old locker works on most of
See you
them.
in 3 days. Hello? Hello.
Yes!
Welcome to your new and exciting career at Goldie Para Diner. These records will give you much needed information
The voice
about the
work.
police suits that we have that have just been delivered to us. 2 are spring lock suits, so we can entertain them ourselves in case something happens with the animatronics. The 3rd one, we don't exactly know what it is yet, but
Oh.
it seems like a person can be able to fit inside. That's all for tonight. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this recording.
Okay. So I think the goal of this night will be figure out who the locker does not work on. Because he said the locker works on most of them. So I'm assuming that if I just get in the locker, it'll be fine. As long as I'm quick about it. I wonder how could I get into it? Ooh, that looks like nasty. I don't know if I like the locker mechanic. Purely because of where the button is. Also, I can't see anything on these cameras. I'm not even gonna lie. I have no idea what this is. What is 9 times 4? That's 36, right? Yeah, it's 36. You got the party room here. Go down the corridor of arcade machines. Another party room. Pretty cool. You know, a corridor... Am I good or no? Are you the one? Okay, locked door is the one you cannot be in the locker for. I'm assuming. Ooh, another death minigame. Oh, I can jump. Well, I'm not leaving. There's got to be a secret. These are based off FNaF 3's minigames, right? So there's got to be some stupid secret somewhere. Question is where. It's the real question. Where's the secret? This isn't it. There's more than this. Maybe not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Alright. Yeah, the same issue I'm playing. Seeing what's on the cameras is pretty difficult. Yeah, you should look for any eyes. Do you need to use the cameras even? Surely you can just react to what walks past, right? There's no mechanic on the cameras. Like, if something shows up here, that doesn't really do me any good. I suppose this would be the most important camera, because I think the doorway to my office is here. So you'd assume most things would have to walk past this camera. Yeah, the main trouble will be figuring out who's who. Also, when some characters are only affected... Like, one of the cat animatronics isn't affected by the gas. There's a lockjaw coming, I think. So what do you do when a character who's only affected by the gas shows up at the same time as a character who's only affected by the locker? What am I supposed to do about that? Like, that dude is way too quick. Just quickly react. Oh, hey, what the? Rare screen? That's pretty cool. Alright. I'm not being fast because the locker mechanic is too finicky. Because of where it is. So if it's just being fast, that's not good. Because look, you have to look to the right. You have to be further than the locker button just to be able to access the button. Because then you have to look right and then back down again. This is a really finicky maneuver to do quickly. It's a button press too. It's not a flick. So it's a really big pain to do it fast. What the? Yeah, you need to make the camera, make the button appear. Then you gotta stop when it appears. And then, yeah, you have to... Yeah, that's what you gotta do. No, that is finicky. If you have to do that fast, it's game over and I'm not playing. That's quite simple. If you have to do that quickly, it's not. This game isn't happening. Because that button is too finicky. The button only appears when you're looking in the center. The camera is sort of useless, but you usually see who is coming. See, that would be fine if I knew what camera is outside my office. But I don't think that's the case. Like, logically, I'd think cam 9 is the one that's right outside my office. But that wasn't the case earlier. The character went to cam 9, went to, like, left cam 9, went God knows where, and then made it to my office. So I'm not really sure which camera I should be using for right outside my office. Like, do they get here from cam 2 or something? Because you'd think it would be this one, but it's not. So maybe cam 3? Don't know. I think I might just default you being by the locker. Just because of how painful it is to activate. And I'm assuming the game will run off movement opportunities like most FNaF games. So if I hear footsteps... That was too slow. I'm gonna be totally honest. I don't think I'm gonna be good enough to play this game. This game looks too difficult for me. There is no way. You have to be way too far, because like that's the other thing. I can't just push my mouse all the way to the side, because then it will just stop. So you have to make sure you're careful with the mouse. You'll never move full speed. You have to make sure you don't overshoot this button every time you go here. And I'm assuming this number down here is important. You know what? Actually, that's a bad assumption. What does it actually do? Okay, this run, let's see what the number actually does. Like, I'm assuming it's important, and I'll just die if I don't know, lose it, but... I mean, if it's just camera power or something, then doesn't really matter, right? Like, if all I lose is, like, my cameras, if that goes down, I don't really care. Meanwhile, if that's, like, your Steam or something, then that could be an issue. Have you heard of the amazing digital circus? Yeah, it's been everywhere. Everyone's talking about it. You're back? Yeah, all good. I'm not making much progress. I'm just seeing what happens when the number goes down. There's just a chance I just instantly die. Yeah, okay, so it's just a power up. That's kinda cool. That's a cool sequence. I'm gonna keep my head off. I wanna see the jump scare and I wanna get the jump scare in full screen. Never mind, that was an underwhelming jump scare. See, I was hoping, because eventually, obviously, I want to turn these streams into videos too, at some point. Then I was thinking, oh, maybe let me try and get a cool visual here. That wasn't a cool visual. Because I've noticed in editing my current video I'm trying to edit, that it's really hard to get cool shots for the thumbnail when my head's covering stuff. I mean, fine having my head in the thumbnail, but like, not in the corner like this. So you kind of have to edit it out. Also, my head's actually covering the camera, but I don't think anyone cares. In case you want to see the camera layout, here's the camera layout. A bit funky. There's a lot here. Kind of a mess. I ain't gonna look at it. I didn't expect you to. My head should probably go in the bottom right corner, but I'm not moving it. I don't feel like it. Alright, keep the power up. So I need to figure out which characters are which. I think it's gonna be the death of me. I'm assuming I just use the locker on anybody that runs past. Unless it's lockjaw. There you go. Keep this at 100. Very nice. Look over here. Because getting the locker button while you're over to the left side isn't gonna happen. Ooh. Excellent. Right, back to camping the locker. Too far away, you can't honk it. Yeah, I saw the movie. I rate it about 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed it, but it definitely did a lot of things really iffy. In terms of pacing and a couple of story moments were very... William Afton should not have been able to body barge Mike. A springlock suit would not survive a full-on body bash. Oh, you're the gas man. Yeah, right, I think I figured it out. Overall though, the Fast Freddy's movie was really good. I'm excited for the sequel. Because we've already heard that Scott Cawthon is changing, or updating the script a little bit to account for feedback. Apparently they already had the sequel script like partially planned out. Kind of insane. But they're updating it now to respond to feedback. So that's good. I love how Scott responds to feedback. I think that's his biggest strength. Strength I wish to learn. Know how to correctly... That's cool. Know how to correctly respond to feedback in like the best way. Like, I now know like the sequel is going to be scary, right? That was like the big problem people had with the FNaF movie. I mean, I didn't mind it. I thought it was intimidating. I thought some of the characters are intimidating for most of the movie. It felt as scary as Five Nights at Freddy's should be and has been. But I do see why people think that it could have been a lot scarier. I see it. I understand it. And I'm excited for the sequel. Because if that's the feedback that they take into account, then that sequel is probably going to be terrifying. Also excited for the sequel because it's going to have Markiplier. At least it's, they're going to try and get Markiplier in. The dude just straight up open appearing. Okay. Ah. Yeah, big heavy footsteps. Big ass. I'm pretty sure I don't remember where the source was. It's actually kind of hard for me to find it for this one. But I heard that the sequel is going to be based off FNaF 2, but it's later in the timeline. Of course, because the Five Nights at Freddy's movie timeline isn't remotely like the games. We've already seen that. So it makes sense that the sequel isn't right either. But the idea of Markiplier being in something that's based off FNaF 2 is just so perfect. Because, you know, FNaF 2 is the game that leads up to the Bite of 87. Which, yeah, I don't think it needs any more description. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Markiplier's got to be like the victim of the Bite of 87, right? Even though in the movie timeline it won't be in 1987, but he's still got to have something involved with the bite. Just because it'd just be pure comedic effect. Oh, murdering more children. So the FNaF movie, the original one, that just came out, like, just earlier, like, a week ago or so. Like, the FNaF movie takes place in the year 2000. So, Markiplier could get the bite of 07.
We have some great news. We have found the funeral in the weird room in Frankfurt. We actually never knew it had a hidden bunker underground. Anyways, I really don't have much time these days. I have to go back and gather more things to prepare for a reopening.
Okay.
One last thing, if you happen to get any unknown and unexpected transmissions, give us a call. Have fun.
Okay, I don't think he told me anything important.
Hello. If you're hearing this, do not wear the third suit. It is unstable and fragile. We do not know where the suit came from, nor how it got here. We only ordered 2. The suits will be decommissioned and away from the public at all times. I repeat, the suit is unstable and unsafe to use. Don't worry about the 2 others, they'll be fine. They are a lot safer than this one. Again, thank you for taking the time to listen to this recording.
The story is definitely interesting. The Return to Freddy story. I know it gets absolutely bonkers. And I know that most of it's only told through like a text file. But what the games tell you, it's intriguing. There's intriguing elements. Like, I still remember the first one, the first Return to Freddy's. Where Phone Guy got chased down by a shadow dude with like a knife. Like, that's intriguing and creepy. And now this one, where they ordered 2 suits, but then a 3rd one showed up out of nowhere. Falling off my chair. Very slowly. Cowboy, 8 out of 10 for you. You enjoyed a lot of parts. Feel like William Afton should have appeared earlier. It was cool once he does. Once it actually happens, the movie's almost over. Yeah, William Afton should have got more screen time. And the one thing that's a little bit worrying about William Afton is that I don't think we'll get much more of him. Because although we'll see him as Springtrap or something at some point, most likely in the 3rd movie, because, you know, Matthew Lillard signed a 3-picture deal. The truth is, I don't think they're going to go back in time. Because we already know that the next one's based off FNaF 2. And according to Entom, who is a reliable source, it's a sequel in the timeline. Like, it's not, they didn't keep FNaF 2 being a prequel. It's now, in the movie timeline, it is going to be a sequel. So, that means we won't get another opportunity. If they keep going forwards in the timeline, then that means we won't see William Afton as human again. And that's a little sad for me. I mean, maybe in flashbacks or something. But, yeah, I like William Afton as Steve Raglan a lot. But once his true colors got shown, I didn't really. Look, nothing, this isn't a fault with the movie. The movie did William Afton really well and really source accurately. I just don't really like William Afton as a character. Kill me, I don't care. I don't think William Afton is a good character in Five Nights at Freddy's. That's just what I think. So the movie portraying him really accurately wasn't actually something I liked very much. But again, it's what you'd expect, because of course it's being accurate. Like, they did the right thing. It's just, it wasn't a highlight for the movie for me. I would have preferred to see him keep being Steve Raglan a bit more. FNaF movie needed the OG Phone Guy. Yeah, Phone Guy just didn't exist in the FNaF movie. I was really hoping Scott Cawthon would have some sort of cameo appearance in the movie, but he just didn't. I'm really hoping he gets an appearance at some point. And yet, Phone Guy was replaced with what? The tape? With the woman there? I forgot what her name was. I think she was named, but I forgot what it was. Have to be a second movie because after the movie in theaters, it played. Yeah, well, yeah. It also played the, you know, it's used the FNaF 2 minigame voice to spell out "Come Find Me." So, I believe it was also confirmed somewhere else. I just don't know where. But even if it wasn't, I think it's pretty safe to say FNaF 2 will be what the second movie's based off. camp the locker. It's way too close to up. We don't even have a trip. What do you mean? What happened? I think my game crashed. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't expect it. It's not close to being out at all. It's only barely getting scripted. The script isn't even finalized. So, I don't think it's at all close to being out. Because the animatronics, just making the animatronics is gonna take a year or two. Because the original 4 took a little over a year to make. And that's only 4 of them. If this is FNaF 2, then we're expecting, like, 11 animatronics, maybe more if they're doing secret ones. So, if the first one took about a little over a year to make 4 animatronics, I'd expect it to be 2 or more years for the second one. Right? Like, even just above all else, you'd expect them to take a while for that, just making the animatronics. And then there's also the other elements that go into it, like casting. And, actually executing it. Yeah, and then there's the whole construction of the set itself. Like, constructing the set itself is going to take forever, too. Because the FNaF 2 pizzeria is probably going to be bigger than the FNaF 1 pizzeria. It's part of what made it FNaF 2. Like, sure, the first FNaF movie's layout was nothing like the FNaF 1 game's layout. But I do believe they'll keep the concept of having it being bigger. Also, it's 14 in the second game. It's 11 main ones. Anything over that's a secret character. That's why I said 11, that's not including secret characters. Also, if we're talking about secret characters, they're probably going to have more than what's in FNaF 2 anyways, so... So I'm saying, even at a bare minimum, it's still going to take over twice the time. What was I going to say? Right, so the second... Even constructing the pizzeria is probably going to take forever as well. And then also got to keep in mind that every time, as MatPat revealed in his video, every time they do a scene, they reconstruct the walls just to get different camera angles. So, like, every shot, like, MatPat's cameo alone took most of a day. So, yeah, the movie is not even slightly close to being out, because before any of the construction of animatronics, any of the construction of the set, for all of that, the script still needs to be finalized, and that hasn't even been done yet. I'm willing to bet the FNaF 2 movie will come out in like 4 or 5 years. That's my estimate. I reckon it'll take 4 or 5 years. It will take 2 or 3 years alone just to make the animatronics. They'll probably be able to build the pizzeria simultaneously with the animatronics. They'll be able to film some stuff before the animatronics come out. Before they do any of that, they need to finalize the script. And then, of course, there's the whole process at the end. It's one of the most time-consuming things people don't think about is the post-production. Actually putting everything together. Editing everything right. Actually marketing the thing. Yeah, 4 or 5 years, that sounds about right. Is the main menu music a Misa? Wait, do I sound like a MatPat? Do I? I would think not. I don't know, I haven't heard our voices side by side. I don't listen to my own voice much. Oh, crap. It's over. That was too late. No? Okay. Oh yeah, wait, this is night 3. God. This is night 3 I'm on. Like, actually, right, that's halfway through the game. No, that feels about right. Yeah, no, and that's right. 3 feels like such a small number that I sometimes forget in 5 nights, 3 is halfway through. I keep forgetting how short Five Nights at Freddy's games are. Like, even the official ones. You know, aside from, like, Security Breach and Help Wanted, they're pretty big. Yeah, definitely, especially while doing the how long it will take for this game. Wow, okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, you need to really camp the locker. Ooh, minigame. We got a silly little guy. Okay, I'm turning my head off. Silly little guy. He's bouncing. Doing his thing. Alright, my head can go back there. Whoa, look at all these children. Wait. This is a continuation. Oh, this is a continuation of the previous minigame. Huh. Okay. That's gonna be interesting. I will say this right now. Get minigames. The idea of getting a small chance of getting something when you die. Especially something like these death minigames. Smartest game design decision Scott Cawthorne ever came up with. And I'm happy when fangame developers, like, reuse that. Like, genuinely, the idea of getting something sometimes when you die is just so outrageously smart. It's so smart. Like, on a game design level, it is absolutely genius. Because that basically means when the player feels bad that they've lost, they now feel good because they got a secret out of it. It turns a bad situation into a good one, which makes the game feel infinitely more enjoyable to the player. It is the most genius game design decision. One of the most genius game design decisions I've ever seen. And you better believe any game I make will do something like that. Yes, my game is slowly coming along. Hopefully by the end of this year. Hopefully I get a teaser or something soon. Progress has been so slow. But I got a 3D model. So I'm nearly ready for teaser 1. Camp locker. You know, I actually planned to do Five Nights at Freddy's theory videos at some point. But I never really got around to it. The reason why is because of scripting. I'm not really... Like, a theory video you can't really do on the spot. Because you'll miss stuff. And I've never scripted anything before. So it's really... I'm not comfortable scripting videos. So I ended up just getting myself in a situation where I'm not comfortable scripting it to make it. But it's also... Hey. You're cool. You're really cool. Didn't even kill me. Not gonna lie, I was hoping a little bit that he would. I love being killed by rare characters. Rah, these Easter eggs are awesome. Also, saying it right now, despite how difficult this game is, I think I'm enjoying this one a little bit more than the others. Yeah, the other Return to Freddy's, I mean. Also, hi Ninja Muffin. I'm sorry, I didn't say hi to you. You're here, but I see you're here. I'm saying hi now. I have no... Press the button! Button. I don't know if I'm beating this. I'm really bad at pushing that button. Also, I'm playing with cables in my left hand. I don't know why, but I've been playing with cables. Making my hand something to do. I think part of the reason that I enjoy playing in some of these games and why sometimes I'm a bit more miserable, I think a lot of it does depend on people in chat. I think talking to you guys makes me very happy. Because otherwise, maybe, I don't know, maybe a game like this would have bored me otherwise. Who knows? Oh yeah, that's not the locker. There's a locker. I need to get better at pressing this button. This little thing right here. Ooh, guy. Box. My mouth is dry. I really need more water. But it can wait. You better not come by when I'm not looking at my button. You only come here when my mouse cursor is over this guy, please. That would be really nice. Dear God, it's still only on night 3. Oh yeah, right, so theory videos. Yeah, I'll probably make some at some point. Not exactly sure on what. I'll probably going to just find something. I don't know. Because I have a few things I probably want to make a video on. I just don't know what to do first. I don't really know what to do in general. The other thing is I might want to wait because I haven't read the novels. Like, at all. And some things are revealed in the novels. I might miss stuff because I haven't read them. I've read summaries of FNaF Frights and Tales from the Pizzaplex. And I'm honestly don't think summaries are good enough. I might need to read those too. Uh-oh. Oh, there goes that idea. Yeah, this game is definitely too difficult. I don't think I'm gonna beat this. Oh, why am I not drinking water when I have downtime? Like, I originally didn't have a lot of interest in investigating the books, right? Until I bought one. And I thought, hey, maybe summaries or things are here is good enough. I don't need to look into it too much myself. Other people have got it covered. I can just look what other people have found. Until I bought this little sucker. The reason why I bought the security logbook is because it was fully canon. I knew it was fully canon, and so it would give me the most easiest explanation to everything directly, without much of debate. So I wanted to have the book that I knew this happens, so I thought that would be a good one to pick up, because most of them is really questionable whether or not they happen or not. It's either they may or may not happen, or they just straight up don't happen. The logbook is actually nice. It happens. It's a thing. So I bought it. And then after reading through the logbook, I realized, wow, there are a lot of things people just ignore in that thing. Like, there are a lot of... Like, I predicted quite a few things correctly that no one else believed me on, purely because I paid attention to the logbook in ways other people didn't. And it made me wonder How many details in the other books are people missing? Like, I think the big takeaway from the logbook is the constant references to FNaF 3. Meaning that FNaF 3 had to have already happened. Which completely recontextualizes everything in the logbook on a timeline perspective. Because most people just completely ignore the FNaF 3 references. Like, oh yeah, you're back. You're cool. You don't even do anything. Oh crap. Alright. And the next book, the next book I'm gonna get's the Ultimate Guide. Because the Ultimate Guide, I feel like a lot of people misuse it. Because I hear a lot of different... Oh crap. See, like, how do you react to that? That cat character. I think that's a cat character. I'm not really sure. There is no way I'm ever going to be able to react to that thing fast enough. No way. It isn't going to happen, straight up. There is absolutely no chance I'm beating that, because that is too quick. My reflexes are not fast enough for that, straight up. So, I'm just going to vibe on the title screen for a sec. The Ultimate Guide. I hear a lot of weird things from people about that one, to the point where I'm under the assumption that the Ultimate Guide is just misused. And I want to get it to make sure that I understand it and not take other people's word for it, because a lot of people use it very differently to each other. I think one thing that I've seen the most common mistake I see is people will have their own headcanon or theory in their mind. They'll go in the Ultimate Guide, and then the Ultimate Guide will have a list of theories. Of potential theories for something. It won't give you an answer, it'll just give you a list of potential answers. And they'll say that their idea being in there means it's definitively the one, and just completely ignore all the others that are there. That's like the most common mistake I see people use the Ultimate Guide for. There's also a couple of other quirks in it that I feel like people are doing wrong with it as well. It's just something I really want to check out, because a lot of people do misuse it. And I want to make sure I get the most out of it. This might be my last run, by the way. But I will say the Ultimate Guide, it is a questionable source of evidence. Because Scott Cawthon at somewhere, I don't actually remember exactly where, but I do remember that he said that he didn't want to reveal lore in the guidebooks. So because of this, anything confirmed in a guidebook should be taken with a grain of salt, because Scott Cawthon doesn't confirm things in the guidebooks. So if you're thinking something is confirmed in there, you're probably missing something. And this goes for all the guidebooks too. This goes for like the Ultimate Guide, the Character Encyclopedia, the different Freddy files, any of those. It's why the Security Breach files say that the character at the end of Security Breach, who at the moment still doesn't have a canon name, it's just a little bit infuriating. The Character Encyclopedia says it's William Afton. But it only says that because at the time the Character Encyclopedia came out, we didn't know any better. Because he doesn't confirm lore in the guidebooks, he puts things in there that are intentionally wrong because it's what he thinks people will think at the time. Which is why these things are a very questionable source of evidence. Now I think it's a questionable source of evidence. That's not even questionable. A really bad source of evidence is anything that's in directly in different continuities. So like the FNaF movie, you should not use a FNaF movie for anything relating to the game lore. Because it's just straight up not the same timeline. Same as the novels. You shouldn't use it like almost at all. I mean, you can use it to get an idea of some little things. Like concepts like Remnant, I think are further explored in the novels than they were in the games. Not that that's so because of that, you can take the descriptions of the concepts and apply those. But that's about it. Yeah, as for Fazbear Frights and Tales from the Pizzaplex, we just don't know. They're even worse. Like, we know that the novels and movie, the novel trilogy and the movie aren't in the game's timeline. We know that. We know the logbook is in the games. We don't know about Fazbear Frights or the Tales from Pizzaplex. That is terrifying. That was a cool visual. Now, I know some people will say that the Stitch Ray stingers from Fazbear Frights and Tales of the Pizzaplex are in the game's timeline. And although I would agree, it seems like that. There's no evidence of that being confirmed. People will say it's outright confirmed. It's not. It's just simply not. It's common consensus, but it's not confirmed by any means. I am leaning on the side of them being in the games, though. At least Tales from the Pizzaplex. Because Tales from the Pizzaplex is described as being in the world of the games. So, that seems very... Some people have the interpretation that that just means it's in the world of Five Nights at Freddy's. But if they said Five Nights at Freddy's, I would agree. But it literally specifies the games. Which makes me think it's in the game's timeline. But okay, the fact that there is room for interpretation there means it's not directly confirmed. But I'm still definitely leaning on it being so. As for the Stitch Ray stingers, that is... Again, I'm leaning on it being in the game's timeline. Yeah, like, what do I do here? They both appear at the same time. That's weird. I'm leaning on Stitch Ray stingers being in the game's timeline simply because Security Breach references it. But at the same time... Oh, that's the wrong level. Why am I hitting that level? At the same time, Security Breach references, Theodore from the novels. So, that logic doesn't really hold up. If anything, it's probably not true, honestly. I'm hoping... the only reason why I'm rolling with Stitch Ray stingers being in the game's timeline is mainly because I don't want to see Afton come back. As I said earlier, I don't really like William Afton as a character. And if Stitch Ray stingers is in the game's timeline, that means William Afton can't come back. Which is very appealing to me. However, the description of Fazbear Frights say that they're new characters. To explore the different corners of the series canon. So... Since they're new characters, you got to question, are these just alternate universe counterparts and aren't actually in the games? The possibility is there. And while I personally don't believe it, it's there, so... Again, not confirmed. Much as other people will say it is. There's also the idea that, the entirety of Fazbear Frights in the game's timeline. I really don't think so, though. There's too many contradictions. Alright. Lap 4. I'm surprised I made it this far. What you got for me, phone guy?
You're not gonna believe me when I say this,
Oh?
but I think we may have found the yellow suit in the hidden bunker. There are a bit of red stains and here and there, but I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
We'll clean him up and get him ready for the reopening. For now, here's another recording to give you company.
Okay.
Hello. There has been the reports of a previous security guard that the yellow suit has been noticeably moving around. This is the last reminder that the suit is not allowed and banned due to difficulties. If you even shake around, more or less move around the suit, you will be seriously injured. We have discovered that it is only a prototype spring lock suit, even though there are no spring locks in it. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this recording.
Did you just say it was a spring lock suit even though there's no spring locks in it? Wouldn't that make it not a spring lock suit? Having spring locks is kinda the defining trait. Keep charging the thingy. Prepared for the locker. Always gotta make sure I'm prepared for the locker. Especially when I haven't seen animatronics around. Yes. Nice. Oh crap. Not nice. Wow. That was really close. Oh. Well, that's just death, right? You'd assume so. Would I get another death minigame? Yep, okay, so next death minigame, I'll end it off. I want to get the next minigame. This game's actually really difficult. So I don't really want to sit here for much longer, because I don't think I'm going to get any further. But I want to at least die enough, and give enough solid goes to get the minigame. Yeah, I don't need to listen to your call every time. Alright. So, if I do a theory video, if there's anyone, like, watching who's, commenting still, Springtrap, if you're still here, is there anything in particular you'd want me to cover in a theory video? Like, any specific topic? Give me some place to start. Because I was originally gonna cover Give Gifts, Give Life. But then I realized there's kind of aspects to that I don't really want to cover. And that's purely because it's going to get in the happiest day territory. And when it comes to happiest day, a lot of that's explained in the novels. And I haven't read the novels. Which means there's going to be some clear information that I won't have. And I don't think it's a good idea for me to cover topics on information I know I don't have full story on. That walks past it, so wherever. I'm sure that's what I'm sure the cameras are specifically for, so you can see who's about to run past. But I just don't know where the camera is, like, which ones are right outside my office. Well, that wasn't as successful as I hoped it would be. What was that? Oh, well, no, there was nothing I could do about that. Unless I just made it. If so, that was just lucky. That was just lucky. I don't think I'm going to get lucky till 6 AM. That would require some insane luck. Luckily, the nights don't actually seem very long. At least. There's that. Camp the locker. Thing can go down a bit. Good move. And that's the hard one. That was the hard one I just dealt with. So I will actually charge this up. Locker didn't work on you last time. So, yes. Good. Figured it out. Now I'll camp the locker. Okay, so I think was that Freddy? It's kind of hard to see who the characters are. But yeah, when Freddy appears before you, you can use the gas. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep trying to use the locker, just as I can. I don't trust that, I don't trust that going to that timer. I feel like someone's about to show up. Yep. You're here. Go up a bit. Hopefully no one runs past while I'm doing this. That would be very, very bad. Good enough for me. Camp the locker. I'm doing a pretty good run so far. 4 AM, that's not too bad for a first run. With how difficult this game is, pretty happy with that time. In no way am I trusting this. I'm not going over there until I see an animatronic run by. Good. Again, that was a difficult one. I think Lockjaw should be coming in soon. And I'll hear him. Yes. Nice. Oh no! Oh, I'm lucky. Will I die at 5 AM? Probably. I usually do. I think now I've got enough power that I should just be good. I might not even need to touch it again. Nice. We're going to, but Nice. Wow. Night 4, first try. I'm satisfied with that. So now we're up to night 5. That's as far as I wanted to go. So I've accomplished the goal. What's our minigame this time? Probably just killing someone else. Oh, go up. I go down every other time. Last time there was someone over here, so let's see who's here this time. Ah. Murder. Brilliant. You agree with murder, right? What are your thoughts on murder? Yeah.
Hey, we're set and prepared for our grand reopening of Fazbear Fantasyland, or Freddy Fazbear Funtime, whatever the name is. Anyways, this call will be as long as as I think or hope. But we have business now, and the business is a huge responsibility. Anyways, here's one last recording we found. See you soon. Oh, by the way, Kitty Fazcat is a female cat, not a male. So, I just brought this up so you won't be, get confused.
Why would that?
Well, anyways, here's the recording. Have fun.
Dear Springtrap.
Hello. There has been an unfortunate incident with the yellow suit.
Okay.
Someone decided to climb inside the unsafe suit and didn't make it out alive. This is a reminder to employees, while don't touch nor wear the suit. One last time, this is not safe to wear, touch, or anything that involves the third suit. We will be disposing it to the new location in a hidden bunker we have planned. Thank you again for taking the time to listen to this recording.
These guys really are just hearing, hey, you really shouldn't touch this thing. You're sitting in the way so nobody touches it. And they're thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna touch it. We're gonna use this thing. You guys are very smart. Nothing like a horror series where the characters are very, very dumb. Not a horror series it's not a horror series if your characters are smart. Just it. Sorry. Your good characters are smart. Your evil characters can be super geniuses. That's fine in a horror series. I'll wait it out. Who's gonna come for me next? You! I feel like what's gonna kill me is that I keep trying to charge that to 100. Oh wait, you're locked. You're oh wait, you don't see the number. Oh. I just realized my head's blocking the number. I kept thinking my head was only blocking the cameras, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm now realizing my head's been blocking the number this whole time. Which kind of is important. Oh well, I'm so far into the game that I'm not gonna bother moving it. At this point, just deal with it. Blocking. Hey, you're back. You were here recently. Alright. Very good. 3 AM first run, not too bad. If I beat Night 5, that would be pretty cool. Because I believe that only the Return of Freddy's game I got to Night 5 on. Oh, sorry, that I beat Night 5 on was the first one. And I believe that was the difficult one that just ran past. Because in the Return to Freddy's 2, there was a bug that stopped me from beating it night 5. At least it felt like a bug. Even if it wasn't a bug that got me killed, there's definitely a bug going on because I kept getting like ghost jump scares. It was weird. In the Return to Freddy's 3, I didn't beat night 5 just because I didn't really understand the game. Oh wait, you're Freddy. Why did that not work? Worked every other time. Yo, are we gonna have the tradition? Make it to night 5, not beat it? Anyways, yeah, I beat the Return to Freddy's night 5. In the sequel, it was buggy. And in the third entry, I just didn't understand the game. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like the game enough to keep trying to understand it. There's just a few mechanics that I were confusing and I didn't really care for.
Hey, we're set and prepared for our grand reopening of...
Oh yeah, I should meet you. I'm trying to beat night 5. But no promises I will. I'd probably try a bit more if I beat night 5 than the others. But I already know I'm missing stuff, so not a big issue for me. But this one is more fun. At least it feels more fun than the others. At least, because like the second one, as I said, it was buggy at the end. Kind of killed it for me. That one I didn't really like very much. Just because of the mechanics, I feel like were not intuitive enough. At least for me. I'm sure other people understand it just fine, but I didn't really get it. But this one, I get it, and I feel like I could beat it if it doesn't feel too unfair. Depends on how rough this night is if I'm actually gonna try and beat it or not. Also, I haven't figured out any animatronics. I think in the Return to Freddy's, I couldn't figure out who anyone was in the third one. I can't figure out who anyone is in this one either. I only really know who they are in the first and second games. It's because of how dark the atmosphere is. Like a dark oh no! I love that visual so much. Like, yeah, a dark, spooky atmosphere is good and all. But when the game is dark, it's hard to see what the characters are. And I mean, atmosphere is probably more important in this case. And the atmosphere is cool with this one. I do like the atmosphere of this game. So I think it is the right decision. But still. Hard to tell who they are. Oh nice, you're the difficult one. I'll probably go to the wiki at some point and figure it out. But with the vent sometimes goes off. I can never get a good look at it. I think my head's blocking it, so none of you would have gotten a good look at it either. But I think something keeps banging on the vent. Every now and then. Not exactly sure what it is. I'd have to do a recording of me doing a night with my face cam off. Record it and see what's actually going on there. Oh yeah, you're gas. Gas, gotta step on the gas. I don't trust that. Knew it. The fast one's gonna come by soon, right? Yeah. What? What'd I do wrong? That hasn't happened before. Is that a new character? I assume that was the fast cat that just runs past, and you have the locker room when they go past, and you're fine. Is that not who that was? Genuinely got me. But I mean, I don't know how to feel about it. The most effective jump scares are the ones that feel like bullcrap. I'm really getting, if I died around the same time with the same thing, I'm definitely gonna call it. Because I've already reached as far as I wanted to. Hey, you're back. I'm just still playing because this game's fun. Or... Yep. Right. Look at time. Good. Right here. Alright. Back to camping the locker. A character came out of the vent. That was cool. I don't know if I... My head's probably blocking it. My head's blocking a lot in this game, I'm sorry. I'd move it, but again, I'm so far through the game that at this point I feel like it's too late. It'll be too little too late. Oh wait, you're gas. Or steam or whatever. I'm only gonna get you to 90, because I have a bad feeling. Continuing to have a bad feeling. There's nothing. I don't feel comfortable unless the fast one moves fast. There we go. Because I know I can react to the other characters. Or at least I have a chance to. I don't have a chance to react to them though. Alright, I'm good. Uh-oh. Was that too late? No. Oh. The only thing... No, that is actually when the Five Nights at Freddy's games are at their scariest. When you feel like you've done something wrong, but then you only just make it. That is when these games are at their scariest. Oh. Because you freak out, because you feel like you lose. But then instead of getting a jump scare and having it just being over and you're going, and then you can chill, the game keeps going. You don't get the chance to chill out. Okay, that's the bug that killed me last time. I'm not doing another attempt. That character has been consistently gas, and at 5 AM, the gas stops working on him. Or at some point during the night, the gas stops working. Not my fault. Unless it's not the character I think it is, but that looked like Freddy to me. So... Alright, this one, definitely the best so far. Like, without a doubt, The Return of Freddy's 4 is definitely the best The Return of Freddy's game. I don't know, because I reckon I'd mark most Return of Freddy's games as 2 out of 5 or 3 out of 5. I'm not sure if this one I'd rank 4 out of 5. I don't know if it's that good. Maybe I do. It depends if that's a bug or not. It depends if me dying there was me being stupid or if that was a bug. Because if it's too buggy to actually finish, then that bumps it down to 3. But I think otherwise, this one's kind of solid. I like this one. I liked it a bit more than I thought I would. Like the original, when I played the first Return of Freddy's, it surprised me because I thought it was going to be the horrible. Then it was actually okay. And then the next 2 games didn't really feel like a step up in quality. They kind of felt about the same. Just kind of okay. But this one's a step up. This one actually starts feeling good. This one feels like there's a good game here. I like this one. So, yeah, I'm gonna call it for today. I'm not sure when I'll get my video out. I'm not sure. I'll probably won't stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream in 2 days. Also, listen to this background music, by the way. The title screen music. Great. Alright, sorry. The title screen music just slaps, what can I say? So, yeah, I don't know what I'll play next. I'll probably play... I actually do have The Return of Freddy's 5, but the game was never finished. So I doubt that will be a stream on its own. I might make that just a small video. That's what I'll play next stream. I'll figure it out later. Figure out in 2 days. So this is actually pretty good. And, yep, see you then.